Dana and Jess in the morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let's get started.
Good morning.
I listen every morning.
103.3 KFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, look. I'm not by myself.
No, there's another voice. It's like a new voice all over again.
Jess is back from vacation.
Hey, I missed you.
So listen, missed you very much. I'm sure the
Yes.
audience missed you even more. They're like, Dana by himself again. Boo.
Well, now I'm sure y'all had fun.
Well, weather-wise, I don't know what happened. Jess is not a huge fan of it getting cold.
Not at all. You know this is cold to me right now.
No, it's cold to everybody. The drive-in this morning was 52 degrees.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, what? I was actually surprised walking outside to that.
So I'm not going to make fun of you for having a jacket on today.
Good.
All right, so it will be chilly this morning. However, it will become the perfect day.
Yes.
Sunshine this afternoon, high 75.
That is perfect. Yeah,
Love
beautiful.
that. Coming up on the show, we have this question.
What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money?
I love this question because I grew up with very little money.
Yeah, there's several skills we had to learn.
Amen to that. Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. We're going to read those answers in the 7 o'clock hour. Also, brand spanking new, a contest beginning today. Click it for tickets.
Yeah, we're giving away a 4-pack of tickets to Binder Park Zoo every day in the month of July. And we've got details coming up at 6:45.
It's pretty cool, and I love going to Binder Park Zoo. I love this. All right, well, in order for any of this to happen, we just have to get the show started.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, here we go. Happy Monday.
3.3.
WKFR FM and WKFR FM HD1.
A Town Square Media Station.
Southwest Michigan's #1 hit music station, 103.3 KFR. Good morning.
Good morning.
Dana and Jess here. Jess, have you made it out to Binder Park Zoo?
No, I have not.
I love it there. A lot of people don't realize that having a zoo like Binder Park in a small area like Southwest Michigan is very rare.
It really is.
Most places that have zoos like that are in larger cities like Chicago, Detroit. Grand Rapids would be a nice medium to large size city with a zoo.
Sure.
And this isn't just a tiny zoo with almost nothing in it.
Yeah.
This is an awesome zoo. With all that being said, I obviously love going there.
Yeah.
And now we're giving away a family 4-pack of tickets every freaking day in the month of July.
Yeah, and all you have to do is tap the zoo button on the KFR app and register to win.
Yeah, it's super easy. The only thing is, the only catch, you got to have the KFR app on your smartphone.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
That's
have it on there
literally
anyway.
The only catch.
Yes.
So go get registered to win. Maybe you'll be the one today grabbing that 4-pack of tickets to Binder Park Zoo. Good luck. It's Click It for Tickets on the KFR app.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question. What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. But let's start with you, Jess.
My skill is working hard at a young age because I had to support myself. So my paychecks went to my gas, and food, clothes, all that good stuff. So, yeah.
Same. I was working at a very young age.
Yeah.
All right, what about you? What skill did you develop because you grew up with very little money? Tap that chat button on the KFR app with your answer.
Lena says, my dad was a jack of most trades. He taught me to try to fix what's broken, carpentry, plumbing, and even some electrical work.
Wow.
My mom taught me how to haggle at yard sales and to sew.
Very nice. Bill says, having common sense. I do think there is more of that, whether you want to call it common sense or street smarts, when you grow up with less money. Yeah.
Right. Kathy says cook cheap meals out of just about anything and they taste good. Yep.
My dad had a thing he used to make. He just called stuff. Want stuff?
Yeah.
And it was like baked beans and like ground beef, and that was it. You just mixing together what we had. Nicole says just figuring out how to fix anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that is still to this day the life I live. Yes.
Yeah, it is for you, definitely. Vance says, you mean what skills should I have developed?
Yeah, oops, I guess Vance just didn't do it. He's just like, no!
Yep.
Well, give us your answer. What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money? Tap that chat button on the KFR app right now, and we'll be reading those answers in about 15 minutes.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become real. Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question. What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. For me, the skill of being cheap.
Yeah. That's a skill.
And I don't mean like, I go out and I find the best deals or maybe haggle, and none of those things. I mean, I'm either finding ways to not purchase things by finding the cheap way out, or I'm just not purchasing things.
Yeah.
I mean, cheap to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And if you see me rolling around looking like I have money, trust me, whatever I did to look that way was cheap.
Hey,
and I am the guy, if somebody goes, hey, I like your shoes, I'm going to say $15, and I'm going to tell you where I bought them.
Tom says gardening.
Oh, well, I love that because guess what is the most expensive? Healthy food.
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I wish I would have learned that skill.
Ooh. Rhonda says making or altering clothes. Very nice.
Mary says selling. I used to sell my mom's homemade chocolate chip cookies at school.
And she's a selling machine. That's our boss, Mary.
Oh, is it? Yeah, she is.
What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money? Clint says making some gourmet meals with ramen noodles.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've found
I have
ways to
too.
get super creative with the really cheap food I have.
That's very true. Corbin says self-sufficiency.
Yeah, and I think that goes along with, what really helped with that, though, is YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because I could literally, if I need to fix, like the dryer breaks down, instead of spending money for a technician, I will YouTube search it, and many times I'll find, this is a $5 part I can replace with a screwdriver. Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so, I said $5 part. What's $5 anymore? Nothing's $5 anymore.
Where can you get that?
Well, keep those answers coming in. What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money? Tap that chat button on the KFR app with your answer. We're going to read some of those answers in about 15 minutes.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become real. Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question. What's a skill you developed because you grew up with very little money?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app.
Kathy says, accepting we had limited means, but enjoying life and being happy with what we did have. Lots of love and kindness.
Attitude is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. Peter says, fixing cars because I bought used cars. Keep them a long time and often couldn't afford a mechanic. Yeah, I get
Good
it.
for you. Felicia says thrifting.
Ah, yes. There are a lot of good finds when you're thrifting.
Yeah.
Annette says pulling a full meal together out of scraps.
That's
Been
right.
there, done that.
Whatever's in the cupboard. Lisa says going to work no matter how much pain I'm in or how sick. Yeah.
Guilty. It took me a long time to learn that I have to put my health first and take care of myself. I've always been so proud that I haven't taken a sick day in something like 15 years or something like that. But when you look back at that, did that make sense?
No, it didn't pay off.
We have sick days for a reason, right?
It's true.
Well, keep those answers coming in, or just chat with us in real time anytime by tapping that chat button on the KFR app. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Dana and Jess tell bad-behaving celebrities where to go with Have a Seat on 103.3 KFR.
Tori Spelling recently said that she still has 2 of her children's placentas in the freezer. There's 2 placentas in the freezer. Unless I have the biggest placenta in the world, there are 2 vats in there. They say it's good luck to eat it, or it's good luck to bury it, or it's good luck to have it sent and made into that powder and they put it into pills. I'm just too lazy to send it out. It's a thing.
Okay.
Those are her words, by the way.
I have bad news, Jess. It is a thing. My mom once kept a placenta or placentas. I am the second oldest of 6 kids. I don't know how many there were.
One's hiding in the back.
But there was at least one placenta in the freezer for a long time growing up. Really? And it was gross then and it's gross now.
Yeah.
Tori, have a seat somewhere in the zip code of 90210.
Yeah, that's where all that weird stuff happens. I'm just happy I can tell my kids, hey, at least I'm not storing your placenta in the freezer.
That's one weird brag.
Yeah, I won't be cringy for that. So, yuck. Have a seat, Tori.
Gross.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
103.3 KFR, good morning.
Good morning.
Dana and Jess here. Jess just got back from having a vacation. She was out for a week, and, you know, we're radio people, so when we take vacation, sometimes we just stay at home and sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how active you are, or you were, over the last week, Jess, but I wanted to tell you what happened while you were gone.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's not great. So,
okay. No.
I was playing with my dog, had a little injury because her head came up and hit my chin, which led to me biting the back of my tongue. The reason why I'm telling you this is because it led to a moment that I felt was a bit humiliating when I did a live broadcast from Metro by T-Mobile on Friday.
Yeah, because, you know, we don't talk for a living or anything like that.
Yeah, so
like,
the
you do
funny
something
thing
like
was,
that, and you're really...
That a couple of days after I bit my tongue, it got to where it was difficult to talk and it was a little slurry.
You're in trouble.
I had to slur, otherwise it was very painful.
Oh, no.
And funny enough, the hardest thing for me to pronounce was the number 3.
Oh, my gosh.
I could not say 3 to save my life. I was I was gargling gross stuff like peroxide and putting like the Orajel stuff on my tongue so it'd numb so I could speak.
Oh, so bad.
The good people of Metro by T-Mobile, where I was doing the live broadcast out on East Main.
Yeah.
As soon as I walked in, I was like, listen, I just want you guys to know I am a non-drinker. I am not drunk. And they were probably looking at me like, why would you say that? You must be drunk. So I had to explain to them that it looked and sounded like I was slurring a lot. You know, like how actors make if they're pretending to be drunk, like in a movie. That's what I look like. I was like, it was coming off like this because not only could I not talk correctly because of my tongue, but then the Orajel was numbing my mouth.
Oh my gosh!
So I was like, I promise. So to walk into an establishment as a professional, I said professional, and that
has to talk, that has to speak.
And immediately start the day off with, just so you know, I'm not drunk. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that already is throwing up a red flag.
They were super cool. They were very understanding, but I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Especially since I don't drink.
I was just going to say, if anybody sees you, you don't drink, it's not happening. You're definitely not drunk.
I wonder how many people met me there and was like, Dana was hitting the sauce.
What's up with this?
Did you see that?
You're like, I am. It's the Orajel sauce.
Oh my God.
That stuff is the worst too. I don't know how you're even
It's
doing
not
that.
great.
Ugh.
But if I have to choose if I'm going to be putting that in my mouth or peroxide, I'm choosing Orajel.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think my tongue is almost all better now. I can talk without something looking like that I'm a 911 call waiting to happen.
Right.
So a huge thanks to the people out at T-Mobile for being so cool with my very bizarre injury.
He's not drunk.
I'm going to be super careful playing with a dog from now on.
Yeah.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
The 103.3 KFR Facebook Friend of the Day.
Like the 103.3 KFR Facebook page. Interact with us in some form, and you might be the Facebook Friend of the Day, like
Chuck Hoover.
Chuck Hoover! The headline is Amazon making massive change to packages delivered in Michigan and Ohio, and this is what Chuck had to say.
Hopefully it's getting the address correct. Do you say address or address?
It depends on the form I'm using the word. If I were to address something.
Okay.
But I would my mailing address. That's how I do it.
I had to point that out. That's a thing.
How do you pronounce it?
I feel like I go both ways. Like I'll say address or address. So
you heard it here first.
We don't win any prizes for that at all either.
All right. Oh, speaking of prizes,
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
well,
Nobody wins.
well, Chuck Hoover, we're all losers together. No, but seriously, thank you so much for being a part of the KFR Facebook page and for being a part of the show. Chuck Hoover, you are today's KFR Facebook Friend of the Day.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR, powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
103.3 KFR, good morning.
Good morning.
Dana and Jess here, but it's time for us to go.
That's right, but we've got love advice for you tomorrow with Tip Tuesday to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? Except for all of the things.
Yeah.
Also, more chances for you to win a 4-pack of tickets to the Binder Park Zoo with Click It for Tickets. All you need is the KFR app to win. And again, we're giving away a 4-pack of tickets every day in the month of July.
Awesome.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, get the kids out of the house.
Oh,
Head to the
yes.
zoo.
I love going there. People make fun of me sometimes because when I'm at Binder Park Zoo, especially in the morning, I spend a lot of time goofing around with the chipmunks that are just running around. The chipmunks are not part of the zoo.
No,
they just live
at all.
there. And
So that's your favorite part?
well, it's not my favorite part, but people are like, why do you spend so much time with the chipmunks? You can do that at home.
Exactly. That's funny.
I love the chipmunks. I can't help it. All right, let's get out of here and enjoy what will be an incredible day today. Sunshine and 75.
Let's
Wow.
do it.
Have a great day, everybody. Back to the music.
If you missed Dana and Jess in the morning, we got you covered. The 103.3 KFR Morning Show can be streamed and downloaded wherever you get your podcasts. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Drive to highlighted route.
I spy with my little eye something blue.
This summer, enjoy your family road trip even more. See your Carolina Ford dealer for great offers on a new Ford SUV.